Welcome back to the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by A.G. Hines Company. If you are starting a home improvement project that you want to do yourself there around the house, start the project with a trip to A.G. Hines Company. You can visit them at aghines.com as well. You see the phone number on the screen. They're located right downtown Knoxville. I mean, like the heart of the city, on Hines Street, naturally. When you've been around for a century, they name streets after you. They have 100 years of knowledge to share with you. Plus, they supply the area's best building materials and tools. They've been doing it since anyone can remember. A.G. Hines Company. Get down, see Gordon Hines, his kids. It's a family tradition down there, literally for 100 years. A.G. Hines Company. All right, it was a good week. We're going to be quick here. It was a good week for UT basketball. The Vols landed 6'5" small forward DJ Jefferson from St. Paul, Minnesota. He's a 3-star in some services, 24/7. It has him as a 4-star. Looks like Josiah Jordan-James, as expected, is going to come back out of the NBA draft, return to Tennessee, of course. And UT also added a 6'8" forward from the Bronx, Toby Akawa, who played AAU ball with Zakai Ziegler. He can still, now he's 2023 is the class that he's in now, but he could still reclassify and wind up on campus this fall. So Rick Barnes, he had 5 guys disappear. NBA transfers out. It was a bigger turnover than he's used to. He continues to reshuffle the deck and reload on the fly here, and he's doing a pretty good job with it, it would appear. As I said going to break, I've seen Tennessee now anywhere from 10 to 15 in these preseason polls. Well, 10 to 20 in these preseason polls. I saw UT football 15th in a preseason poll this week. My question is, UT basketball is more established, but they're having to rebuild this year, sort of. Football, you're still trying to grow the program. Who has the better year this year? Is it an automatic basketball? Or
I'm going to go basketball. I don't know if it's automatic. The thing, they've added a lot of good pieces, and I like a lot of what they've added. I still think they're missing an inside presence that can score, rebound, and be a rim protector. I think they've done a really good job of getting perimeter players, athletic players, guards, but that's a concern to me. Now, they finished number 5 in the final poll last year. I think they can be 10 to 15 this year. I don't think football's ready to make that jump to be in the top 15 program. So I'm going to go men's basketball, but the gap is closing with those two.
Chuck? Yeah, and I like football because you got your quarterback coming back. You got your key piece there. Basketball is trying to replace a really good point guard that's going to be taken in the NBA draft. So I think the basketball team, not is going to necessarily be a work in progress, but it's got a lot of new pieces to figure out, playing time and everything else. So the second half of the season, yeah, I could see basketball being better. But right now, I would lean towards basketball at the end of their season. But football, you got your quarterback, and that's who I'm going to go with overall.
Always finds a way to Cavaliers the question. Now, at the end of the year, it would be basketball.
Yeah.
At the start of the year, it would be football.
Yeah.
So did he answer the question? No.
But I'll go with football overall.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
Vince, where are you going? Quickly.
I think it's close. I would go with basketball, though. I think basketball's in that 10 to 15 range. Yeah, there's a lot of moving pieces, new players in and out, but that's basketball today, so it's not a huge concern. I just think there's still questions inside. Could be Kumwa. We'll see. Mm-hmm. And then in terms of football, I think they're just on the outside of 15, so I would say basketball.
Bob?
I guess I'm the contrarian. I don't think it's going to be close. I think it'll be basketball far and away better than football. I think football is going to struggle to get to 7 and 5. Ooh. You don't have a defense. Yeah. I mean, tell me who your defensive players are going to be, and we saw that when you don't outscore people, you struggle. Mm-hmm. And if you look at Tennessee, I see a lot of 50-50 games on their schedule. Hopefully they win them, but I don't even think it'll be close. I think basketball will be much better at the end of the season and at the beginning of the season.
What about the middle of the season?
Yeah, really. What about Christmas break?
I like Josh Heupel a lot, what he's doing, but Rick Barnes has a better track record. I'm going with Rick Barnes. I think basketball is more established than football right now. I also, and you could say this for basketball as well, what happens if Josiah Jordan-James hurts a knee, hurts an ankle? True, you could say that. But that football team is driven so much by Hendon Hooker.
Yeah.
One injury to Hendon Hooker could take this thing sideways, I'm afraid. So I'll go with basketball. All right. When we come back, we got a lot more football to come, including Tennessee and BYU in that game. And then we're going to show you how is Tennessee scheduling compared to other SEC schools. Here's a hint. Worst. They're the worst, literally. So are you getting your money's worth? So we got that to come, but I want to talk quickly baseball, softball next. Stick around on the Sports Source.